Hey, what's up, folks? A new video with your favorite sorcerer, Aurelius Sopax. In this video, I will talk about pacts. I will talk about pacts with spirits, demons, angels, god forms, whatever. Right? Now, I gotta tell you, I have had many pacts in my life. Right? And how is that possible? It's because you can make certain pacts that are for life, and you can also make pacts that are, that have a limited time frame. Either case, or in either way, or anyways, what is accomplished through the pact is an internal transformation, and I'm gonna explain it throughout this video. All right, so my first pact, the very first pact that I ever had or ever made, was with, drumroll, Lucifer. Scary, right? Oh, pact with Lucifer. Isn't that dangerous? Isn't that terrifying? Now, Lucifer, there's definitely nobody to be messed with. Sure, right? But what I'm telling you is, this pact was made a long time ago. And looking back, it is fantastic how what you're being taught, or even being told just as a message, lays out for you throughout your life and throughout the years. And as you grow more and more in your understanding, the deeper you understand that that is a profound message, you see. So I'm actually charged with silence when it comes to this pact, meaning I can't tell you a lot about what's inside of the pact, and I can't basically go into the details, but I can give you a couple of, points. So when I made that pact with Lucifer, I'm going to let you know in just a second how you can make a pact. So when I made that pact with Lucifer, his message was, my friend, all the obstacles and all the blocks that you experience are all within yourself. Transform yourself, and the world will transform as well. And one of my core teachings, as I try to, transfer it to my students, is really also based on this understanding. Because as I grew in my magical power, and as I grew in my occult understanding, I realized how much this internal transformation is connected to the external transformation. How your inner parameters, or rather, your inner being, must be transformed before something externally can be transformed. It's an alchemical process that must take place within yourself. The discussion whether something is within or without, especially when it comes to magic, is stupid, because it's interconnected. It's one thing. And Lucifer was the first that really taught me that. And as I continued my journey, I gained a much deeper understanding of what that actually means, because there are layers to this game, levels to this game. And I'm sure we'll continue to be like that. Now, what he's given me so far are amazing things, really amazing things. And he always did what he promised. Now, once again, I can't go into the details, but going from a biology student, graduating in molecular biology with a master's degree, and then being able to manage money for really wealthy people, which is a complete, these two things have nothing to do with each other, you see. and continuing to bless me with many, 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 many other things, and all at the same time, all of that being connected to lessons that I learned about my soul and how to expand myself. And from there, many, 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 many things. I mean, I actually didn't stick with managing that money for a long time because I wanted to do something else and venture out. But what I'm saying is, like, after that, many, many other things happened. But it is not about the external manifestations, it is about the internal transformation that you go through. And in reality, what's happening is you're acquiring the abilities of the spirit. You're learning how to become more like that entity. And that will extend into all kinds of different areas, you see. Your limitations will fall away. And those are limitations that you would have never become aware of if you had not made that pact with that spirit. So I wish I could tell you more, but I'm charged with silence on that pact. So let's go into a general description of how a pact has to work. Now, first of all, a spirit must be chosen, obviously, to make the pact with. Then the spirit must first be approached if it is willing to make that pact. And that approach has to happen in an evocation. So the spirit must be evoked. It is very important that you have very, very clear communication with the spirit in order to seal the pact. Why? Because the spirit will come up with, sometimes he wants to bargain, sometimes he doesn't want to do this, maybe he wants to teach you something else, maybe he has a completely different plan, maybe he doesn't even want to do the pact with you. You see? So it's very important that you clearly communicate with the spirit. You evoke it, you clearly communicate with the spirit, and then, in the next step, a written document, most of the time. A written document must be produced in which the conditions of the pact are laid out. There's a regular devotion that you have to do for the spirit in order to strengthen the connection. It's like showing up to, let's imagine for a second you were a devout Muslim or Christian or whatever, right? You would have to show up in the places of worship on a regular basis, if that makes sense, right? And there's something similar that has to happen when you do a pact, right? At the end of the day, it's about an energy transfer that will be coming back to you, if that makes sense. You feed the connection to a certain spirit, and that spirit in turn works on your behalf and works on you and for you and continues to transform you, and as an extension, or by extension, the world around you. But what you will learn in magic, hopefully at one point, is that the external manifestations are secondary to what's going to happen internally. And the more you realize that the esoteric work is more important than the exoteric manifestations, the more the exoteric manifestations are going to just be there. No problem. So, then the pact must be sealed. And then there has to be a codified way in which you work with the spirit in order to keep that connection going. Okay. You can make a pact with pretty much any spirit, angel, demon, God forms that might come to your mind, you know. I mean, I've known people who had pacts with Loki, or actually one guy had a pact with Loki. Loki, the trickster spirit. That's brave. You want to have a pact with that guy? Well, if whatever you need and whatever you know is the right spirit for you, you can make a pact with. Right? So that is really all I want to say here in the video, because you never know who's watching this, who's listening to this, who's going to misinterpret what I'm saying here, right? So I'm going to end this video. But if you want to have a pact made for you, I actually offer that service, which includes the evocation of the spirit, the questioning of the spirit, the divination for, is this the right spirit for you or not? Does he even want to do the pact with you or not? The sealing of the pact. You learn ways on how to feed the spirit, and it's an all-around package essentially. Okay, so I offer that service, and if you're interested in that, if you want my help with that pact, I'm putting the link to my Instagram in the description under this video. So go there and send me a message, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Yeah. So I'm going to end this video with a recommendation. A spirit with a pact is a big deal, okay? So when you do it, take it serious, okay? Take it serious. Make sure that you will want to transform, because you will. Even if you can't see it through over a week, when you look back and have worked with that spirit for, let's say, a month or several months, you clearly see that you have transformed, and with that, the world will transform. It's only a matter of time until it catches up. The inner world always transforms before the external world catches up with that. Good. So that's the video on pacts. I hope you got something out of this. If you need help, or if you want help, if you want a pact done for you professionally, use the link in the description and hit me up on Instagram. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.